So I wanted to jump on here just to share an experience with you all, um, because I'm so reminded this morning of something that's of great importance. One of the things that I try to do is to maintain a rhythm of spending time with God in the morning before I start my day. And I use the terms I try to do, try to maintain that rhythm, which is to say that I don't profess to have a perfect average. In fact, I kind of fall off a lot. And yesterday was one of those days where I really fell off. I started my day in just kind of a hurried mindset. There was so much that I needed to do, some work that I needed to catch up with, and involved in a couple of courses and stuff that are also vying for my time and attention and so forth. And with everything going on, it turned out to be a really anxious day for me. I use the word anxious because it's a struggle that I've dealt with for a number of years, is anxiety. And yesterday was one of those days. I was, just doing my best to stay on top of everything that I needed to do. By the end of the day, my head was filled with so many different things that needed to be addressed, and in every area of my life, really. And so, at one point, I'm sitting out on the back porch, and I'm just like everywhere. My mind is everywhere, and I'm like, oh, when does this slow down? I felt this, overwhelming sense of anxiety. So when I came up in the house after that, I took out the whiteboard, and what I did was I created a quadrant on the whiteboard, and I created a quadrant with the four major areas of my life, things that are on my mind, things that I'm dealing with, struggling with, trying to manage, balance, whatever it is. And then I spent some time in prayer. But it really, by the end of the day, it was really kind of sucking the life out of me, if you will. And I bring that up because this morning, as I'm doing my devotions, the scripture verse that really got a hold of me was John chapter 15 and verse 5, where Jesus says that if we remain in him, we're going to bear fruit. And he assures us at the end, without me, you can do nothing. And so that assurance, right, it's not meant that as a threat or a negative remark. That assurance is meant really as an affirmation that as long as we are centered, right, in him, we're going to be very productive. We'll be able to accomplish the tasks that we need to accomplish, take care of our responsibilities, and reach our goals. All of that is important to us, and we struggle for that, right? But when we struggle without him in the center of our lives, it becomes complex, difficult, overwhelming, and a bit of an anxious experience. Sometimes I think our response to that would be, but I'm too busy, right? I'm too busy to take time to be with God. And the answer really to that is, you're too busy not to take time to be with God. I'm too busy not to take time to be with God. There's too much going on in life and in the world for me not to sit and spend time with God. And so I'm reminded of that this morning. Think about Jesus. Mark chapter 1, verse 35. He says, in the morning, a great while before day, while it was yet dark, he went out to a solitary place, and there he prayed. And if you think about that and you read the context, the verses before that verse and the verses after that verse, you see that Jesus was very busy at that point in time. So I'd like to encourage you, I like to encourage myself, to be more intentional, to maintain this rhythm of spending some time alone with God when you start your day.